Katie from Nerd Church here, and it is April 22nd, 2026, which means that last year Pope Francis had died the day before. It was Easter Tuesday, and all of us had kind of started to get over the shock. And if you were a cardinal, you were starting to make plans to travel to Rome. If you were a journalist, you were starting to make plans to travel to Rome. If you were already in Rome, you were getting ready for the conclave, or to cover the conclave, or to just be there in prayer during the conclave. So you were starting to think about the future, but at the same time, you were also just trying to move, but you were also in mourning. And but your life had to go on, and the business of the church had to go on. And I was on chemo during that time. Remember, everything that I say is beautiful and inspiring. I don't make the rules, I just exploit them. And so I had nothing better to do. So I was going down to the church every day to pray for Francis and to go to Mass and be around people who were also kind of upset that Francis was dead. And I'm saying Francis not out of disrespect, but because, it was like losing an uncle. Like my uncle who lived in Rome, and I had never really met, but he was still my uncle. He was my grandpa. Or at least he was who maybe I wished those guys had been. If he hadn't made better choices, or if, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's one of those things, either you feel it or you don't. And what I do know is that when I went to church on April 22nd, the priest got to the point where we pray for, and he would normally say, Francis our Pope and John our Bishop. Only he couldn't, because Francis was dead. And he hesitated just a second, right? We pray for, and then he almost said, F. You could hear the F in his mouth, right? You could say, we pray for John our Bishop. And the whole congregation just kind of teared up just a little bit. Or maybe it was just me, but we kind of looked at the picture of Francis that had been put up to remind everybody to pray for him, and yeah, it was there. It was a thing. And that was the 22nd of April last year. Nerd Church out.